Happy Halloween, everybody! I cannot believe it's Halloween. And, of course, I am not prepared. But that's okay, because we're gonna just do whatever floats our boat. And yeah, today, I'm releasing this episode early, because I'm like, it is only one day till Friday, so we're gonna do this today. Happy Halloween! Wish you a happiest Halloween, whatever you're doing. And we're gonna do something fun and talk agents tonight. What do you think about that? I think it's delightful. I'm wearing my crazy Catwoman get up, so I feel like I should be doing this whole thing in character, but I won't. I won't do that to you. But I will be, I don't know where I'm going to go with this. So you're in for a treat, because I don't know what's going to happen. So with that said, we have a whole bunch of unknowns in this episode, other than we're going to talk agents. And why the heck should you have one? Why the heck should you not worry if you don't have one? Should you put all of your eggs in one basket and only have one agent? Can you have more than one agent? All these questions, I'm sure that you've heard time and time again. You need an agent in order to succeed in this business. And although I do agree that you do need an agent, I don't think it's the end-all be-all. I do not. Listen, as someone who has, I've just kind of seen a lot. I'm an observer, right? And so I watch my friends with agents. I watch them without. I have agents, but they're not necessarily the ones that are, they'll send you a little bit of everything. So you can pick and choose what you want to audition for. Whereas the other agencies, they have more of a, they know what they want to send you out for, so they will send you specific auditions, which is fantastic. But, I'm sorry, my nose itches. But at the end of the day, you have to start looking at yourself as your own agent too. Yes, having an agent is great. However, it's not the end all be all. I can promise you that, because, I know from experience that you cannot, hold on, I gotta get this. I got an idea. Okay, you cannot just sit there and wait for some. I can't open. Can you help me? I can't get it. Oh, gosh. I'm weak. There we go. You cannot wait for somebody to be in charge of your career. Do we want somebody to help be on your team? Like, for me, it would be Team Shannon. You want somebody to help on your team. You want that. However, you have to focus on you, right? Because if you don't, then it's not gonna do great for you. And what do I mean by that? I mean that it's a relationship. So whatever you're thinking as an agent's going to get you all the work, they're not going to get you all the work. Okay? Hold on. Let me finish this really quick. And I'll continue talking. Alright? Covering up the pearly whites. Okay. Oh man, I'm looking rough, aren't I? Yeah. Mind you, I am not a makeup artist. Crap. Yeah, it's not working. God. I'm gonna go out there and yell at them. What do you think? The nasty old woman for the night. Say, get off my property. Uh-oh, I'm having too much fun already. Alright, hold on. I gotta get this side. Okay. Alright. Get in there. Like I said, I'm not the best at this, but we'll make it work. What do you think? Looking good, huh? Okay. So, as I was saying, you have to look at an agent, any agent that you have. It doesn't matter if they are, hold on, it's gotta dry. It's gotta dry before I talk. Oh, no makeup. No makeup. Okay. I had an idea. I gotta have a wig for this look already. I just know it. But anyway, so at the end of the day, you have to be in charge of your own business, right? So that means you have to look at yourself, like I said before, like you are your own agent. Now, you will go through periods where you will maybe have more than one, depending on what industry you're in, what market you're in, what state, because some are right to work states. You can have more than one agent. But I don't necessarily recommend that unless you are, now I'm not an agent, so I don't know, but I have heard agents talk, and I've had conversations, and hopefully I'll be able to bring some on future podcast episodes, and we can discuss more and hear from them. But what I do know is that there's a couple of things, right? You have to, one, it's the teamwork. Teamwork always makes the dream work. It's one of my favorite sayings, and it's true. It really does make the dream work. You gotta just go with it and do your own research. You have to look at yourself and say, yeah, I know that I have to research my own stuff. Like, I have to do my own marketing. Like, what are the shows that I like? Who are the producers? And I know you probably can't take me so seriously at the moment because all of this is going on. But hopefully you're going to be able to get something out of this episode, because I really think that you have to stop focusing on, I don't have an agent, and that means I'm not good. I'm not talented enough or whatever. Maybe you've been trying to get an agent for a long time. And here's the thing. I've been trying to get an agent for quite some time. I have agents, right? But I've been trying to move up and get, more personal agencies, get in that more, if they want to send me off on a audition, then I know that the audition they send me is going to be for me versus Shannon picking. Because, which is cool, because if you get to pick your own stuff, then, whatever, it's like the catch-22 sort of deal, right? Like, on one hand, you get to pick and choose, but on the other hand, somebody is telling you, no, you need to audition for this because that you're in that category, right? So, there's pluses and there's minuses to both sides. But you gotta be confident in what you're doing, where you're at with what you're given. If you don't have an agent, it's okay. Don't stress. Do not stress about it, because honestly, you have to be doing the research yourself in figuring out which agency is for you, if you even want an agency at the moment, and we're not gonna be perfect with this. It's just like a base, yeah, because I don't feel like she would know how to do her makeup anyway. I'm just saying. Or maybe she can't see right now and she's just looking mighty good in the mirror. You know what I mean? Okay, so there's that. And again, I hope that this resonates with you, because I really want you to start thinking about this, because it took me forever, freaking ever, to figure out that, yes, although it would be great to have an agent represent me and, do all the things, at the end of the day, if I'm not working for myself and trying to put myself out there in the world and doing the marketing, the research, trying to connect with people, why on earth would an agent who has multiple clients and everything want to take a chance on me, who is just sitting back doing nothing and not proving themselves, to say, yes, I want this bad enough that I am going to work with you. I'm not going to expect everything from you. We are a team and we are going to do this together. Team Shannon, team, insert your name here. That's all I'm saying on that. Uh-oh, I got blurry. Here I come. I'm back. So, what do you think about that? Drop it in the comments below, like if I'm making any sense at the moment. And let me know your thoughts, because you know me. I love to know your thoughts and your takes on this. And, oh my God, I'm weak tonight. Okay. There we go. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I'm not going to lie. Again, not a makeup artist, but I do love doing it. It is fun. And I have to say that if I ever did have the chance to learn it, I would pick it up. But I just do it, you know, whatever. So anyway, okay, back to the agency game. Okay, so we talked about like building yourself. Here's another thing, and I really want you to think about this too, because it's something that we forget a lot. So say I go to market myself, trying to get a new agent. I'm doing the research on IMDb, which is a good place to get some contact information for reputable agencies. You can also go to their websites. Usually they have their email or their specific what they want you to do in order to submit. But, you know, it's always good to maybe look on IMDb. And then that way you can kind of get an idea of, you know, what not only have their information on hand, but also you can look at their roster, their talent roster. And this is if you have a professional IMDb account. I don't think it works with not a professional IMDb account. But yeah, I pay for the yearly subscription. And hold on. Yeah, that one's good. I also would say that when you get your subscription, if you have it, use IMDb, because it's a great tool for your marketing efforts. And going back to the agencies, you can see who's on their roster. Guess what? Most of the times, say if, take me for example, I reached out to so-and-so agency, I didn't hear anything back. And sometimes that hurts because you're like, oh, great. Like, what did I do? What the heck is, like, what did I do wrong? Is it my look? Is it, I didn't even hear nothing back, which happens all the time. And it has nothing to do with you. Maybe you already look like somebody that was on the roster, which happens a lot, actually. Maybe you don't have the look that they need at the moment because, like I said, you're already on their roster in a way. Now, if you use the information that you find on IMDb and you sit there and you look at all that stuff and you say, okay, I'm going for mental patient this year. I love it. Okay. Oh man, I'm getting sidetracked. It is my life. So when you go and you look, you're doing your research, IMDb in it, you find anybody who looks like you. and then you're going to say, okay, yes, she looks like me or he looks like me, but what do I have that they don't have? That's always a good question, you know? And when you know that, you can say, now I can submit. Now you can submit because you have an edge. You have something that will help you stand out from the other person that might have some similarities to them about you. Like some similarities about, how do I word that? You know what I'm saying, right? Like it'll help you stand out. It'll help the agent think, okay, well, maybe I could have a cup of coffee with this person to see, or an interview or whatever, to see if they are a good fit for my roster, right? Because at the end of the day, you want to be on somebody's roster who not only will submit you for projects, but who also, and maybe I'm just old school in the way that I love the personal connections and the bonds that you make with people. So I've myself personally, I'm holding out for that because I really want that. I feel like you have to surround yourself with people who are, it's a team effort, you know? So at the end of the day, if you don't get an email back or a response, don't fret, because chances are you might already be on the roster, or the roster's full, or they're just in a busy season and they don't have time to add a new client in. Like there's so many things that you don't know, right? So don't let it discourage you. Just say, okay, I'm going to hold off for a couple months and I'll reach back. Okay, because that's marketing. That's what you have to do. And I know it sucks. I know. But it's quite necessary being a performer. And once you have the extra help of an agent, it's going to be great. And you got to make sure that it, like I said, it's the team. It's the dream team making things happen, you know? So I know it can get discouraging. In fact, I've wanted to give up searching for agents, you know, marketing, but these are things that you need to do. And marketing and finding an agent go hand in hand too, because it's the same thing. You're just trying to make those connections and establish relationships, you know? So think about that a little bit. And again, let me know in the comments what you're thinking as I'm saying it. If I missed anything, if I'm missing anything, drop it in the, I'm an open book. I'll tell you anything I know and anything I don't know, I will research it and I will figure it out. I will figure that shit out. Trust me. So that's what I think on that. And the main thing that I really want you to take away is that we never know why we're not getting something right away. But there could be so many reasons, and that's behind the scenes, right? Like you don't see the full movie. You don't see the behind the scenes in the movie, the actual production that you see on the big screen. Like you don't see it unless you watch the behind the scenes footage and the documentaries and all the things. You don't see it. You don't know what everybody goes through. You don't know how many casting processes that took place. You don't know. You just don't know. And there are so many uncontrollable things that are blocked out of our view, that when our eyes are opened and we can finally understand that and take away that, no, it's not It's not us. It's not you. It's not me. It's their decision. It's where they're at in the moment. If they have somebody like you on their roster, if they have a full roster, if, there's so many ifs, okay? So don't worry about that. And don't worry about having an agent. Give yourself some slack. You know, like I said in the beginning, I thought in the beginning that I had to have an agent. And that hindered me because guess what? When I started to when I started to when I was getting my feet kind of wet as an actor, that's all I heard. Get a headshot, get an agent, and you'll be on your way. And honestly, it wasn't that. Not for me. No, it was not. And it makes me so mad when people actually say that because why? It's not. Some people book roles because they know people. Not all the time, but sometimes, right? And you just never know what's going to happen. So at the end of the day, just forget about the agent thing. Especially when you're first starting. Like, have it in the back of your mind. Research your agents. Listen to podcasts. See who might be a good fit for you. And then research them. See who's on their roster. See who kind of looks like you. And when you have that in your brain, then and only then submit. And try to make a connection, try to make a personal connection with these people because they're people. They're humans just like you. And maybe you find them on Instagram and they have a puppy you like and you're like, oh my God, your little puppers reminds me of my little puppers, or, you know, it could be anything. Just try to make a connection and don't be so me all the time, because sometimes we want this so bad that I think that we lose connection. We lose that humanity. And it's in that humanity and that building of relationships that propel us forward. No, things don't happen overnight. And you might have to reach out to these agents multiple times before they even recognize you or give you the chance. I'll say that. I'll replace that with that. Give you the chance, the opportunity, even better. It might be a while, and that's okay. That's all right, because guess what? Things take time. Things take time, pumpkin. And that is the truth. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with that, because in this business, we're going to have a lot of rejections. Even though they might not be rejections, we feel like they're rejections. But again, it's all the unknowns that you have no control over. Okay? So I do hope this episode made sense, and you weren't too distracted by my craziness. Well, now we got to do something with this hair. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm digging it. Yeah, I'm digging this. Yeah. What do you think? I think it's a go. I think it's a winner. I do. But yeah, my friend, do not worry, because whoever is supposed to be in your circle, whoever is supposed to be your agent, it'll happen when it's meant to happen. So for now, you focus on doing the work. You focus on taking classes, honing your skills as an actor, and don't worry about the agent right now. It'll come. And maybe it already has come. And if you want to find a different agent, it'll come. Just take your time with it. Don't worry about the unknown and the things you can't control. And just have fun on your journey. Because my life is too short, okay? Life is way too freaking short. And us actors, we have a problem. We have a problem. What is that problem, you might ask? Well, look at me. No, we are very, very critical on ourselves, and we're super hard on ourselves. That's just it. And we don't give ourselves the permission to always just let go and be who we are. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to let the agent see. And even if you don't sign right away with one of them, you might be on their radar and you just don't know it. This could be with an agent or a manager. You could be on their radar. So keep doing what you're doing. Go audition for whatever you can, do whatever you can, and just make things happen. Okay, I don't know where I got cut off, but apparently my computer said I was done and it just shut off on me. So, with that said, I think I'm gonna go. But I do hope you enjoyed this episode. Drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how this episode made you feel, if it made you think about agents in a new light. And if you have any feedback for everybody, or want to hear anything else, or like the idea of bringing an agent on to interview and discuss certain things, let me know. I'm down for it. Just let me know. Drop in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe with your friends. And last but not least, it's almost here. It is almost here, and I'm so excited. Things are making their way to my house for this big event that I have coming up, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to share it with you. It's happening. I think you got a couple more weeks till I drop the big news. If you want first dibs, if you want to know all the things, let me know. Drop it in the comments below. Send me a message. Sign up for my newsletter at simplyshannonscott.com. Sign up for that bad boy. I send out, positive stuff too and all the things. And yeah, I can't wait. So with that said, I'm going to wrap this up, and happy Halloween. All right. Have a good one, and I will catch you next time. Man, I'm so blurry. What is going on? Wait a second. What? Hold on. Minute. We got to figure this out together. We got to figure what? Why? Or, you know what it is? It's lying to me. It's like, that's what I think. I think my internet's slow at the moment, and it's like, oh, I'm going to play with your emotions, Shannon, and I'm going to just make you think that your video quality isn't that great, so you think you're going nuts. So that's what I think happened anyway. All right, I'll let you go. I'm a hot mess tonight, and I'm okay with that. Have a wonderful evening. Happy Halloween. I'm going to go carve a pumpkin and watch The Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, talk to you soon.